the world awaits to receive NASA astronauts Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore after their 9-month-long stay on the International Space Station, thanks to a technical glitch. Here's a thought for anybody wondering, are they even getting paid for their overtime duties? Apparently not. As astronauts don't really have the provision for overtime salary, but the question we ask tonight is, why on earth not? Especially as hanging in there in space with resources depleting and the health conditions worsening by the hour. But clearly, NASA does not quite seem to get the memo. As per former NASA astronaut Cady Coleman, Williams and Wilmore are not officially entitled to overtime salary or special pay, since they are federal employees of the United States. This means that their extended time in space is treated just like any regular work trip on Earth, with NASA only covering their food and living expenses on the ISS, besides the regular pay. It clearly sounds like the bare minimum. Coleman further said that the only additional compensation the astronauts receive is a small daily stipend for incidentals, which is reportedly just $4 per day. Now, if you do the math, Williams and Wilmore are likely to receive just $1,148 each in extra compensation. And that's after spending over 287 days in space. This is shocking to say the least, and comes as nothing short of an insult to the astronauts who remained committed to the rather challenging space mission till the very last minute, putting everything at stake, especially their very own health. Several reports suggested that Williams and Wilmore may face long-term physiological effects, and that's from loss of bone density to fluid shifts in the brain once they return to Earth. Not just that, both of them now even face an increased risk of getting cancer due to radiation exposure in space. And this is extremely concerning. Remember, Williams and Wilmore were supposed to stay on the ISS for just 1 week, for just 7 days. But technical problems with Boeing Starliner spacecraft delayed their return. And after all, what does NASA have to say on this? Well, the space agency so far maintained that the astronauts had not been technically stranded, but have been actively working on the ISS. And if one were to go by the same logic, should not they be duly compensated for doing due diligence to the mission and going over and above as well to ensure that they complete what they had started? You see, both the astronauts are classified under the GS-15 pay grade, which is the highest level for federal employees under the schedule system in the US. GS-15 government employees receive an annual base salary ranging somewhere between $125,000 to $162,000, and adding the figures for 9 months, they should earn a prorated salary between $93,000 to $122,000. The question is this really enough for all the hard work that they have put in for days on end? All said and done, it's only fitting that the astronauts get the credit that they truly deserve.